how did life invite you to walk a little slower before you then extended an invitation to others?
That's a fantastic question. And you know it's a good question because I had to say that it was a good question, especially like on podcasts. It's really just how we say something is a good question so that we can think in our heads before we give the answer. So there's a couple of reasons why I named it Walk a Little Slower. Well, to be honest, like that wasn't the original title of the book. The original title of the book was something that I was excited about, and I shared it with some friends, and they were like, that is not a good title. I wanted to name it From Under the Camphor Tree, which is a poem in the book. One of my favorites that I like from, and they were like, that's not a great title. And then I was like, well, what about Walk a Little Slower? And they're like, that's a much better title. And after a while, I was like, okay, that's what I want. But I think I was afraid to title it Walk a Little Slower because it would be this constant reminder for me to actually do the thing that I know I'm supposed to do, or the way that I believe life is to be lived. I'm very good, as you can maybe tell from that last sentence, is just talking fast, of going on to the next thing, of kind of skipping ahead. So I write a lot of the things that I need to hear. I need to be reminded of the truth. And for me, like, those 4 words, walk a little slower, like I see them every single day. Like this book, I have copies sitting like right here. I send out copies every day. I get to see those 4 words. And so it's this constant reminder for me to walk a little slower. I was really throughout high school, college, and even the years after college, I was always ready to just move on to the next thing. I think part of me was afraid to sit with what is, and I wanted to just kind of jump ahead, look around the corner, see what's coming ahead. I wanted to live fast, and I wanted to live without a real faith and without trusting that everything would be okay. Like I needed to see what was around the corner for myself to know that everything was okay, rather than just believing that everything was going to be okay. And so those years, like the last 5 or 6 years, I became like a full-time poet and writer in 2019. And then this book came out in, I think, 2021. And it took a couple of years to kind of land on it, and to learn to walk a little slower, to actually give myself the grace to walk a little slower, to allow myself to trust that God was actually with me every step of the way, and that things were going to be all right. And so now when I share this with people, it's okay to walk a little slower. And people are like, I don't like doing it. It's like, well, I don't think anybody likes doing it, but I think it's a good thing for us to do. Yeah.
You mentioned, we rush for life because we want the certainty that things are fine, or we rush for life because we don't think that things are fine. Mm-hmm. And it's so great to know that for the audience, because whenever I see myself rushing, other than I do really need to rush because I'm late, like time-wise, that's a whole other story. But if I'm like unnecessarily rushing myself, I'm like, okay, I gotta do this, and like, okay, and then like figuring things out. And I also see this with a lot of people that journal, for example, or meditate. They're doing this to get a guarantee and a certainty and answers. And like, whenever I see myself holding on to things and like wanting this guarantee and certainty, like I try to open my hands and I'm like, okay, let go so I can receive what God really wants me to receive. Because if I'm like, have the reins really tight, there's nothing I can receive. Like it will like fall into my head. It will be a little difficult. And so I really like this mantra, walk a little slower. My mantra is life is my friend.
Oh, I like that too.
And similar to what you said, people say like, oh, I don't like to walk a little slower. To me, they say, no, how can I believe that if like right now things are not good? Yeah. And then I explain, like, it doesn't mean that life is always good. It means life is your friend also when things get tough. Like life provides you with that resilience, the gratitude with the right people, the right podcasts, the right poems, whatever your heart, your mind, your spirit and soul need to go get through the darkness and see the light again and believe in the light till you see it. So yeah, I think it's great to have a personal mantra just to repeat it throughout the day, whatever is happening.
My other mantra, I walk a little slower, is one, and the other one that I often say is that I'm just happy to be here. And it's true. Some days I wake up and I'm just happy to be here, and then sometimes I'm just the first word and I'm just the last word, where I'm just kind of here. I'm just here. But kind of similar to what you're, life is my friend. Like, there are days where, like, life is just, you know this. It's just like amazing. Like, the sun is shining, people are kind, the internet correctly connects, right? Like, it's just a great day. Nothing goes wrong, and you're just happy to be here. And then there's those days where the internet doesn't connect, and you need it to, and your back just hurts, and people aren't nice to you, and you're not nice to yourself, and it's just cloudy and gloomy, and you're just kind of here. But the reminder is, like, I am here, and I get to enjoy this gift of life. So I am just happy to be here, even if I am just here.